Hello, everyone. Welcome to Technology Thursday. My name's Darren Kramer. I'm an Ableton certified trainer in Denver, Colorado. Excited you're here. Please share with your friends. We welcome everybody. Any person or musician that's looking to create your own music, Ableton Live is a great platform. It's created in around 2001. And I've been using it for 13 years now. It's changed my life, and maybe it'll change yours. See everyone here. Please chime in, ask questions. That's what I'm here for. I'll be here for the next 30 minutes. This is our second installment of Ableton Live for beginners. And it can be a little daunting. You don't know where to start when a program like Ableton Live or Pro Tools or Logic, Photoshop, Final Cut Pro, those kind of things really can be daunting, and it's good to know that there's a lot of info out there. Jump in, start doing things, and learn, and just baby steps. Any journey starts with one step, right? So I'm here to kind of show you the first steps, and Ableton's made it really easy to get started. So if you're interested in learning more one-on-one, please feel free to contact me on Facebook Live. I just put the links how to contact me. You can also go to my website, electrictrombonedj.com. Contact me through Facebook, same address, or go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Lots of tutorials and performance videos on there. If you're interested, I'm always like, yeah, learning a program is cool, but it's about the end product. And the end product is making music, either recording or performing. And so if you want to check some of that out, I highly encourage you to check out my Funky Fridays. It's 5 o'clock every Friday, Denver time. And I'm featuring a really great trumpet player, and we're using Ableton Live to make our brass instruments electronic. So, tune in tomorrow, and then I also go deeper into music, the correlation between music and food or drink, that the elements make up the greater whole. And we're going to have Gabe Mervine also on Saturday talking about his concept with making music and being a performing live musician. So let's dive right in. By the way, you might have seen, this is an old shirt already. They made it here in Colorado. I now am organizer of the Denver Ableton User Group. It's a free meetup. We're doing them online now. Our next one's going to be next week. So join us on Facebook, Denver Ableton User Group, and let's start making music. So here's Ableton Live. If you missed last week, no biggie. Just know go to ableton.com. Ableton.com, and you can download the full suite version. Sweet as in it is sweet, but the actual full suite, like a big mansion of materials for music making. And you can use it free for 90 days, 3 solid months. They extended it through this whole COVID thing. So go to ableton.com. As soon as you load it on your computer, when you open it up, you'll get a default blank slate. Where do I start? What do I do? Here's what you do. Go up here in the upper left, under View, and make sure this is on. Info. It's this little area down in the lower left, and it's like an instant manual. Anything that I mouse over, it tells me what it is. What is this thing? Look at that. What is this? Oh, it's a MIDI clip. What is this? Oh, it's a track activator button, also known as mute. So that's really handy. Have that open and learn. The other thing is go here, same view menu. I'm on a Mac, but this is all very similar with it's PC as well. Help view, and this will open over here. And let me show you what it looks like. This is what you'll see over on the right. I highly suggest go to Tour of Live and read. This isn't that much text. There's a lot of info, and I can congratulate Ableton for really putting all of their manual and text and info under a fine-tooth comb and there's no extraneous information. It's all right to the point. And so it's worth reading their manual, reading anything. This is a built-in, down here, if you look, it's an 11-page built-in manual. And right here, if you click this, it's a preloaded set with music in it. So I understand when people want to start using a program, they're like, I don't know how to create a loop. I don't know what to do. And that's why this is awesome, because this is saying, hey, we already created the music for you. When you click that, this opens up, and here's what you hear. Go here and press this play button in the center transport, or hit spacebar on your computer. Okay, so there's music in there. How is it playing? What's happening? Well, all of these rectangles are called clips, and they're musical information, these colored clips. So this, if I click on a blue one here, you can see down in the bottom, the clip window opens and shows you that there's information in there. How did it get there? Someone at Ableton put it in. And this note will play this note. You don't even have to know that at this point. Just know that this actual little clip has musical information. It lives on this track. This is a MIDI track. It's called Drum Kit. Here's another drum kit with a different sound. So if I click on this one, it's different information. And you can have a lot of fun just clicking around. So they color-coded it, by the way, too. Look, the drums are blue. The bass and synth kind of things are pink. We got some vocals in here, and we have some pads, synth pads. When I play here on the transport, everything plays where it was placed. So you can click around in here too. If you click right under these measure numbers. So I can skip ahead. And see how it sounds different? Why? Because you can even see this pink one stop playing. However, if we want it to play through there, we can just click and drag and pull it in there. I could also throw away things. I highlight it, hit my delete button, and then the drums will not play there. Like, listen, here's drums. I threw it away. One cool thing with digital audio is just like text. So if I undo, it magically appears, and there's unlimited undos. So everything just comes back. It's very cool. You cannot make a mistake. I can't recommend enough. Open up the program, go here, help view, do the tour of live, click on this little link, and music will open up, and start experimenting. So that's basically what we said last week. We also quickly talked about if I hit the tab button or hit this little thing right in here, upper right. By the way, some people don't know this. The tracks, this little logo is Ableton's logo. Why? Because we have vertical tracks, horizontal in arrangement view. Bar 1, bar 30, tracks like this. When I hit this, the tracks go vertical. And that's what this is all about, their logo. So now notice the drum kit is vertical. So if you can still play all the same sounds that were in the other view, by the way, the quick way to get back and forth between views, they simultaneously exist. Don't get too bogged down with that. And we're going to experiment with that a little bit here in a couple of minutes. I hit the tab, and they see how it just switches? There's arrangement view. There's session view. New terms, just take that and go, I learned something today. Great, you're better than you were yesterday. Just go with that. So if I click on this MIDI clip, the drums will play. And I can hit this stop button and it turns it off and makes it stop playing. Let me play a bass. You can see down here that these notes are correlating with the sound. These are the actual notes that are playing it. And then nothing. Lots of space. Why? Because parts of cool parts of the music are space, right? It lets stuff breathe. It's like pausing between phrases. And if I play the drums and maybe that, so watch now, I'll click a bass. They're playing together. And now the bass will stop. It's kind of neat to pause, to not talk, listen, and go deeper and check out what else is going on in a song or in a movie, in a book, in a conversation. So that's what Sonic Tonic's all about. We talk about those kind of correlations. So what if I want both of these and this clip to all play at the same time? Well, you put those all on the same scene. Notice this lighter color, and everything on that row will play. So now I can just hit one triangle and play several clips at once. Let's play a different scene. One thing that's really neat, it's a delay. One thing that's really cool is even though you're playing, here's what makes Ableton awesome. And there's no other program like it. If we're in arrangement view, again, you hit tab and you look over here and the tracks are horizontal. They go through time. When you go and you're kind of doing stuff in session view, I think of it more as a think tank of ideas. So here's all the clips that make up the arrangement, but they're kind of there to just loop indefinitely. Notice this thing we're looking at right here is an 8-bar loop. Bar 1, bar 2, 3, 4, and this bracket here, and notice this button is clicked. If I undo it, we don't have the loop. But if it's going to loop, it's just going to get to the end of the 8th bar and start again. So it's this cool thing where it's sort of hanging out and repeating indefinitely, void of the timeline. So that's what's special about it. And that's why all these touring acts and TV shows and Cirque du Soleil, all those kind of different organizations use Ableton Live, because it's the best program for kind of hanging out and then going, oh, I see the cue, we want to move on to the next part of the song, and then you click the next scene. You can make all that MIDI mapped, use controllers, lots of stuff. Don't get bogged down in too many details. Just know, open this thing up and start experimenting. One really cool thing about is we're playing these scenes, which you could rename. If I renamed it intro, and then say scene 2 is verse, and scene 3 is chorus, you can kind of create your sections of your song. They did it for you, so you don't have to create anything. You're just sort of experimenting here. The thing is, we could be playing the verse, and then I go, well, what's this other loop? Maybe I want to see what that sounds like with the verse. That's what I love about Ableton. So check this out. Here's the verse. But I could go here and go, what's this? What's this? I could stop these things. Stop all the drums. That's interesting. And then you go, some things will sound good, some things won't. That's life. It's a great way to like experiment and use your own ear and musical knowledge to make something beautiful or loud or ugly or soft or beautiful. You know, you can express yourself. So here's what today's lesson is all about. Here is session view in Ableton Live. This is version 10. You can download it free and use it for 90 days free off Ableton.com. If I hit the tab button, I go to arrangement view. Notice it's all grayed out. It's because you can only use one clip in one track at a time in one of these views. So don't get too bogged down with that. Just know if I want this stuff to play, I have to hit this back to arrangement button. So there it is. Look at, they all brightened up. I can start at the beginning, or I could start here at bar 15. I could click down here. You want to zoom in, look at things. You want to see the information in there? There it is. You want to highlight stuff. You want to delete it. You want to move things. You want to change the note. You want to extend the length of the note. Click and drag. Here's what we want to talk about. You could actually highlight all this stuff in here. This is to show you how these different worlds, session view versus arrangement view. I could throw all that away. There's nothing in here. The instruments are still here in the tracks, but there's no information. There's no notes that the band members are playing. So I go here, I go to session view. I either click it here or hit the tab. Let's go ahead and close this for now. Here's our full view. We're seeing everything. Notice all the stuff is still here. I hit tab, nothing is in arrangement view, but stuff is here. Here's what you should do this week. Do the same thing. Throw everything away in arrangement view and then come here and hit this button. What is that button? Well, let's read down in the lower left when I mouse over it. Arrangement, record button. Meaning anything I do in session view will be recorded into the timeline of arrangement view. And until you do it, you won't realize how powerful and cool that is. So let me demonstrate. Just hit this. Notice the transport is moving. These are the bars. These are the beats. So it's going, nothing's happening. If you want to click, you could turn that on here. Metronome. But I want to make music. I don't want that to be kind of a distraction. We know all these clips are pre-made with Ableton, and they're also synced up in time. They're quantized. Everything's good. So you don't have to worry about anything. So here's what you're doing as a beginner. You're going to go, man, what is this thing? Let me open some of this up. What is that? Okay, nothing's playing, but I look down in the clip window. Ooh, okay. Let me click on this. Ooh, that's kind of loud. Turn it down. What's this mean? It's kind of bright. Don't really love that. Turn it down. Let me click some drums. Let me stop that vocal slice. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just moving stuff around. You guys hear that? Drums are over on the right. Maybe I make this other drum on the left. Here it comes. Nice. And then, oh, what was this stuff we talked about with the scenes? Let me play all the stuff together. How about like the beginning of the song? Okay, now chorus. Now this. Master track. Stop all. That stops everything. Look at the transport's still going. What does this mean? Let me go over here to arrangement view and look, it's still taking information. It's still going, wait, you're wanting to create things and I'm going to record it and document it. So let me stop the transport. Everything is stopped. I want to hear this cool stuff in here, but I can't because it's grayed out. Look, I go to play it, nothing. Remember, back to arrangement view, and notice when I mouse over it, the lower left-hand corner, back to arrangement view. So right here, I'm going to click this orange button. Let's see what's happening at the top. Nothing. Why? Well, because I was just talking then and nothing was really happening. Remember the vocal slice? And by the way, remember we said you could now edit your arrangement, so I'm just going to throw that away. How about here? Do we hear stuff? There it is, finally. Let's open up that track. Click and drag is how you get around. Nice. There's stuff going on. Here's the drums are going to come on. Now. Then I stopped the vocal slice. Do you remember I said, I'm going to turn this thing off by hitting the stop button. Check this out. Say, well, that was kind of dumb. I was sort of liking that sound. You could actually just extend it out. I clicked and dragged, and now it's going to keep going. Or say you didn't like it at all. I highlight it, hit the delete button. Maybe we want everything to start with the drums. That's bar 27. Look at this right here. So you could throw away everything up to that point because we didn't know what you're doing. We were being creative. There's such freedom in not worrying about the details and just going with the ultimate thing of like, be a kid, childlike curiosity, and click things, record it in arrangement view. Then you can come back and go, well, I was clearly confused right there. That didn't sound so good. Notice this is the master track down here. That means everything is going through there, and that's how you were hearing any of this music. Remember bar 27? We didn't have anything, in my opinion, too good up until then. So I could highlight this whole thing, master track, and then I can go here and edit and say delete time. Now all of that time is going to be gone. Boom. Now I hit the transport. We start right on the drums. You could do that with any little section, then go, I don't really like this right here or something. Go here, delete time. Same with duplicate time. You like a section and want it to be duplicated 20 times, do duplicate. That's powerful. What's really also powerful is any sort of automation that I was messing with, that panning. Remember we did the panning of the drums? If you go here and hit this button, track panning, you can see that it was recorded. It looks all confusing and official, but all I was thinking was in session view is I was literally turning this button right here, the lower left drum kit. That's what made the sounds all go to the right. Panning is the stereo field, where it lives in the spectrum of the stereo field. You can hear this best on your headphones, so I highly recommend using headphones. So I hit the tab going between these two views. I'm in arrangement view now. We're making a song in a timeline. But we're not really getting too bogged down with things. We're just experimenting, and it records everything we do, and that's what this is right here. So let me check in and see if people are confused, asking questions. Oh, everyone's digging it. Good. I'm on simultaneously to Facebook, to YouTube, and to Twitch. Same with the live streams that are coming up on Friday, tomorrow, 5 o'clock Denver time, my Funky Fridays, and then Sonic Tonic is when we go deeper in the music and discuss things. You want to reach me, go to Electric Trombone DJ, reach out. If you want to go deeper with some of this stuff, we can do a Zoom lesson. Hopefully you're hearing that the stereo audio is really great. I have multicam views when I'm doing lessons and my live stream. And I'm sharing my screen here. That's how you're seeing Ableton. And it's a lot of fun. Gives you some real inspiration and to sort of harness your creativity in a program like Ableton Live. So let's do this one more time so that you can get the vibe. So here it is. I'm going to turn that off. Here's our information in arrangement view. I'm going to select all, throw it away. It's gone. But I go here, session view. The information's all still there. And this is what you're going to do. Do it 15 times. Click arrangement view. Start recording. and then experiment. So we go, let me check this out. Nice. Let me hit this whole scene. It's kind of loud. I just muted the drums. I didn't stop them playing, I muted them. That really loud sound, I don't like it. Yeah. Now it seems kind of soft. Woo, that's cool. Let me get in here and even change parts of the sound. You can click and drag on things and change how the sound is happening. Haha, I like it. Remember, these stop any sounds from happening, these stop clips. They turn them off. They make the clip stop playing. I like that. I hit stop. Everything halts. This is your stop all button. Look, nothing is engaged. Nothing's going to play. I hit tab. I go over to arrangement view. Sure enough, everything's been recorded because I clicked on this button here in the upper middle of your screen, the transport. Record button for arrangement. We don't hear anything. Don't get frustrated. Know that you hit this back to arrangement button. So it's saying, oh, you want me to play the song you just recorded, not messing around in session view. Look at, there's a lot of dead space in here. Remember how we get rid of that? Before we actually come up with ideas, we were kind of like wasting time. I highlight in the master track, go here to edit, delete time. Now, there's stuff. You want to see what the automation happens, you hit this little button here. It looks really random. It's not. You do it a few times, you realize, oh, I hit this. Look in your lower left, automation mode. So I click that and wow, here's the moves I made. Here's like muting the track. Check this out. Listen to it. That's when the drums got turned off. I hit the mute button and it recorded that. If I don't want that to happen, look, I can just click and make it stay on the whole time. What is this in here? Well, we look right here. It's panning. So that's when I made the panning from the right down to the center, basically, to 7 left. You could erase that. That's like a steady, like, check this out. That's panning. That's stuff that could keep you busy all afternoon, just messing around with the panning. Put on your headphones and enjoy how things move through your head. Yeah, man, you have questions, hit me up. I'm going to be here the next 2 Thursdays. Continue on with this beginning course for Ableton Live, completely free. Please share it with your friends. Let's all make more music, be more creative. This is where you can find me on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. That's my group, DKO Electro Horns and DKO Lessons. I have lots of video tutorials and we can do live Zoom as well. So good luck to you and happy music making.